It's Morphin time. Hello fellow followers and welcome to FanZcene. Today I will be talking to you about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers the movie, the original from the 90s. As anybody of the fan of the Power Rangers of the 90s know, that they were pretty cool. The movie itself, I would say you probably have to be a fan of the Power Rangers to really like it, enjoy it. But, you know, if you're not, maybe you will be, or maybe this movie will interest you by the time I'm done talking. The movie starts with the 6 Power Rangers, Tommy, Kimberly, Billy, Aisha, Rocky, and Adam, skydiving, doing things that most normal teenagers do, skydiving, wearing the exact same colors of all the Power Rangers who protect their city of Angel Grove, for this big comet that's going to be coming through called Ryan's Comet. And they got their bullies with them, Bulk and Skull. And, so it starts off with that, big old, everybody jumping out of the plane, skydiving, doing tricks and everything. And, of course, Bulk and Skull mess everything up. And they land in this construction zone where they've unearthed this giant egg. And, Rita, Repulsa, Lord Zedd, and Goldar go down to investigate to see what this egg is, and they unleash Ooze, a morphological being from 6,000 years ago who once ruled the Earth and who was stopped by the Power Rangers leader, Zordon. So, he gets out, and the Power Rangers are sent there to stop him, and he releases his Tengu Warriors to fight them. Basically, the Tengu Warriors are like these bird ooze things that basically replace the putties from the TV series for this movie. So the Power Rangers, it's Morphin time. They morph. They turn into their Power Ranger selves. They fight these Tengu Warriors. Meanwhile, Ooze sneaks away, and he goes to the Power Rangers command center, destroys it, basically almost kills Zordon, takes out Alpha 5. And manages to take the Power Rangers' powers away after they defeated the Tengu Warriors. And so when they go back to their base, they see this. They manage to get Alpha 5 working again. He tells them of this great power on this planet called Phaedos, and he musters up enough to send them there. Enough power in their command center to send them there so that they can go search for this great power, so they can stop Ooze and hopefully save Zordon, because Zordon is not in good shape right now. He's basically dying because he's not in his containment field anymore. So he sends them there. Meanwhile, while they go off there, Ooze goes back to the moon base, where Rita, Repulsa, and Lord Zedd and Goldar, all of them hang out. He traps Lord Zedd and Rita in the snow globe, and he takes over their base, and he wants to dig up his Morphicons, like giant robot things that he's got buried in the ground where they found him at the construction site. And his big plan is he uses his ooze to mind control all the parents and get them to dig everything up. So that's what he's doing, while the Power Rangers are away, and so he also finds out their way. So he sends more of his Tengu bird-like warriors to go try and stop them. The Power Rangers are on this other planet. They're desperate. They're trying to figure out what to do. They fight off the Tengu Warriors, and this woman on the planet Phaedos saves them. She's this warrior woman there. She knows of the great power. She wants them gone, but then they tell her about Zordon, and she's a friend of Zordon, so she decides to help them, and she unleashes all their inner animal spirits and gives them these new spiffy ninja outfits they get as they go search for the great power, and they unlock it, and they get these new ninja type powers and new Zords to match their animal spirits. And then they return to Angel Grove, their home, their planet Earth, just in time as Ooze and all of his mind control parents have dug up the Morphicons, and then he's trying to make the parents basically commit suicide by jumping off the cliff. And one of the Power Rangers' friends, this little boy named Fred, him and Bulk and Skull are trying to stop the parents. And meanwhile, the Power Rangers, they get in their new Zords and start fighting all these Morphicon beings and everything. The CGI in this movie is not very good, But you know, as a kid, and you see it on these big screen, these Power Rangers and these new suits and these new Zords and everything's pretty interesting. It's pretty cool. Ivan Ooze isn't too bad of a villain as well. He's a little over the top, as most villains are, but you know, he's there. And then the Rangers are battling the Morphicons. They destroy one, and so Ivan gets mad, and he like oozes and goes into the last remaining one. Excuse me, last remaining one, and he kind of takes it over, and he fights the Power Rangers as they connect all their Zords to make their Megazord. They fight. They go into space. They throw him into the comet that passes by. They destroy him, and they save the day, as the Power Rangers do. You know, so all in all, I would say this is a pretty good Power Rangers movie, especially if you're a fan for a Power Rangers movie. If you're not and you've been interested in them, I would suggest watching the TV show first. But if you want to get to the movie first, the movie's cool. You don't really have to have watched the TV show to know this, but I enjoyed this movie. It was, you know, it was a childhood favorite of mine. It just recently came out on Blu-ray by the Shop Factory, who makes really cool DVDs. You know, they do good transfers of movies and fix them up for movies that aren't usually on Blu-ray, or you know, that are like cult classics and whatnot. So, you know, it's pretty cool. The movie looks great. So yeah, there you go. The performances are as you expect from the Power Rangers. You know, you still got the best Power Ranger in it, Tommy. In this, he's the White Ranger. Most people know him as the Green Ranger, but he did become the White Ranger, and he's probably the best Power Ranger. I was always partial to the original Red Ranger though too, so I always thought they were the two best. But you know, you got all of them here. Some good cheesy lines, some good cheesy special effects, some pretty cool action sequences, a decent cheesy villain, you know. So hey, it's Power Rangers. I enjoyed it. It was a great show as a kid. I enjoyed this movie. So if you haven't seen it, check it out, watch it. You might like it, you might not. But that's my thoughts on this. And you know, I'm not the best, but I try. And I thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe below. Share the video if you would like. Follow me at Twitter on at FanZcene if you would like. And you know, that's about all I got for you for this one. And I'd like to give a big shout out to the rookie critic, who is one of the founding members of the Fandom Collective. If you don't know who he is, I'll put a link to his channel down below. Go check him out. He just hit 1,000 subscribers. He's a great dude. He's very supportive of many YouTubers, and you know, he has some really good, great content of his own. So go check him out, and thank you guys for watching. Godspeed.